Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a program that's been steadily building momentum and is now poised for a major breakout, Michigan football. Now, the 2024 college football season isn't even officially over yet. Notre Dame and Ohio State are set to square off for the national title in what's sure to be an epic game. But for a lot of fans, analysts, and recruiting experts, all eyes are already on 2025. And here's the kicker, Michigan is turning heads. On3 just released their way too early top 25 rankings, and while most lists have Michigan hanging around the late teens or early 20s, On3 made a bold call by ranking them at number 12. Yep, they're bullish on the Wolverines, and today we're going to break down exactly why Michigan has so much hype heading into 2025. First, let's take a look back at 2024. It wasn't exactly smooth sailing for the Wolverines, but it was a season of growth and resilience. Michigan closed out the year on an incredibly high note, beating both Ohio State and Alabama in back-to-back games. That's no small feat, but let's be honest, 2024 wasn't perfect. There were some clear weaknesses, particularly on offense, where the passing game struggled mightily. In fact, Michigan ranked 131st in the country in passing. That's dead last, folks. It was a glaring issue, but one that the coaching staff is already addressing. Despite those struggles, Michigan's culture proved to be their X factor. Head coach Sharon Moore didn't exactly shoot out of a cannon, as Andy Staples put it, but his steady leadership kept the program on track. Michigan's ability to stay composed and win big games shows just how strong their foundation is. So why is On3 so high on Michigan? According to Andy Staples and Ari Wasserman, it comes down to three things: culture, recruiting, and returning talent. Let's break it down. First, recruiting. Michigan made waves by landing five-star quarterback Bryce Underwood, who is widely regarded as one of the top QB prospects in the country. This kid is special. He's got the arm talent, the poise, and the leadership skills to step in and make an immediate impact. And it doesn't stop there. Michigan also brought in some elite talent at the skill positions, including running backs Justice Haynes and Jordan Marshall. These guys add depth, versatility, and explosiveness to the backfield. When you pair that with a strong offensive line, a Michigan staple, you're looking at an offense with serious potential. Michigan also worked the transfer portal like pros. One of the most exciting additions is former Indiana wide receiver Donovan McCulley. At 6'5", McCulley is a big-bodied target who can give Michigan the kind of red zone threat they've been missing. Add in 3 more big receivers from their 2025 recruiting class, and this passing game could look completely different next season. Now let's talk about the returning core. While Michigan is bringing in a ton of new talent, they're also retaining some critical pieces from their 2024 roster. Rod Moore and TJ Guy are coming back to lead the defense, and that's huge. Both players have been consistent contributors and vocal leaders on the field. Meanwhile, Rayshawn Benny and Derek Moore also announced their return, giving Michigan a strong presence in the trenches. The Wolverines' defense has been the backbone of this team for years, and 2025 looks no different. With experienced leaders and young talent coming in, Michigan's defense should be one of the best in the Big Ten. Now let's address the biggest challenge for Michigan, fixing the passing game. Like I mentioned earlier, Michigan finished dead last in the country in passing in 2024. That's a tough pill to swallow for a program with championship aspirations. But here's the good news. With Bryce Underwood coming in and Mikey Keene already in the mix, Michigan has 2 capable quarterbacks who can elevate the passing attack. The key will be developing chemistry with the new receivers and designing an offense that plays to their strengths. If Michigan can make even a modest improvement in this area, they could become one of the most balanced teams in the country. Now, Michigan's path to success won't be easy. The Big Ten is absolutely stacked in 2025. On3 ranked 7 Big Ten teams in their top 25, including Ohio State at number 2, Oregon at number 3, and Penn State at number 4. Michigan is sitting at 12, which is respectable, but it also highlights just how competitive the conference will be. Teams like Illinois, Indiana, and Nebraska are also making waves, proving that the Big Ten is deeper than ever. Of course, the big test for Michigan will always be Ohio State. The Wolverines have beaten the Buckeyes 2 years in a row, but can they make it 3? That's going to be one of the biggest storylines heading into 2025. So what's the outlook for Michigan in 2025? With a top-tier recruiting class, key players returning, and a culture that breeds success, Michigan is in a great position to compete at a high level. But let's not sugarcoat it, there are challenges ahead. The Big Ten is loaded, and Michigan will need to solve their offensive issues if they want to be a legitimate playoff contender. That said, I think Michigan has all the pieces to surprise people. They've got the talent, the leadership, and the momentum. If they can put it all together, don't be shocked if you see the Wolverines in the playoff conversation next year. Alright, that's it for today's video. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with On3's ranking? Is Michigan a top 12 team heading into 2025? Or do you think they deserve to be higher or lower? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.